We book close to 100 appointments a month for you. Our
Yeah.
team does. So
Yep.
before working with us, what was your lead flow and follow-up process looking like on the day to day?
Yeah, it has been a while, but I would say that when we started with you, I knew that I needed to do more avenues of lead generation because I was solely focused on Angie's and I knew I needed more and I couldn't handle it all myself. So that's where you guys came into play.
Who was managing your leads before we were?
Me.
You were personally doing it. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And so what was your day to day? Like, what were you doing? Do you remember like what it was like to manage, all these leads and everything else? What was the juggle?
Well, I mean, it was a lot because I mean we were much smaller then, as far as revenue wise, but we were also scaling and wanting to grow, and we were newly branded and all that kind of stuff. So we knew what we needed to do, and we just didn't have the resources to make sure it happened efficiently.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest thing, was just like, okay, well, I mean, I don't want to miss any, I don't want to miss any opportunities. So that was the biggest issue, I think. And just also knowing that we wanted to grow, there was no way that I could handle both. I mean, plus doing operational stuff, customer service, all the other things, all the other hats I was wearing, because it's not the only thing I was doing was, leads.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
Do you think there was like, do you recall anything that like you feel like, when you're getting going and starting your company and all that stuff, you're like, oh, I feel like I'm doing this really well. And then later on, you're like, oh, shoot, maybe I wasn't. I do those things all the time.
well, I mean, I think that as far as the timing, it was perfect for us, and you. So, yeah, I mean, it was, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things looking back at everything that we do. It's just kind of like, well, we could have done that better. We could have been doing this, or we could have been doing that. But all in all, I mean, you just grow and learn. It's what you do. Yeah.
What were the key pain points and bottlenecks in your business that you felt most clearly before we started building an internal process?
Well, just with me being the sole person doing it, basically 24/7 was probably the biggest bottleneck. That there was no free time, no, always being on,
Yeah.
and just knowing what we needed to do in order to grow. We felt like we were stuck if we didn't make a move.
Yeah.
We would just be stuck.
I feel those pain points sometimes, or those sticking points where you're like, this is something that I have to get through and solve. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, and just taking action. When you're in that situation where you're just like stuck, it's like you have to take action. And so, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways that flooring leaders try to solve lead management issues. What made our solution stand out as one that you were willing to invest in?
Well, what I liked and what I still like is just having access to the portal. I probably don't use it as much as I should, but it's nice because I can still see what's going on. So if I want to, like if I get a comment from a customer, whatever, I can always look back and see or hear a conversation that was had. And your team members are also, I mean, we have a great relationship. So that is key because I know who's talking to the people on the phone. It's not like it's an AI person or it's somebody that's not representing us as in our company. And also I can call them and I can say, hey, Alan, or hey, Savannah. And I communicate with them pretty consistently with what we need. So that part I like. It's like having a little team. Even though it's your team, it's also my team.
I was, when you said that, when you first started and you said your team, that's the first thing I thought. I'm like, they're actually your team.
Right, they are. Yeah, they are. And that's what's great is that they are really an extension of us. So it's been good. And they're amazing people.
This is not about me, but it's one of the things I'm most proud of, right? Is because I value relationships my entire life. I think I started early. Somebody was like, hey, the relationships are what going to get you where you want to go. And when you do it with people and stuff like that, it's the best thing. So to be able to see like the whole world move into AI and then have these cold experiences where people hate talking to them, you know, and then be able to have like just high quality US humans right here at
Right.
home, you know,
Yeah.
building relationships with you and your customers and be able to shorten that process is literally the one thing I've ever built that I am most proud of.
Yeah, you should be.
Is
I think
the
that's
is the
cool.
relationships, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even remember the onboarding with us in the first 30 days? I can't even remember. So hopefully
I'm,
that's an okay question. It went all right.
yeah, I mean, it clearly went fine because
Yeah,
here we
yeah.
are. Yeah.
What changed first inside your business once appointment setters and systems were in place? Do you remember?
Well, I mean, I think the first thing was just like seeing the growth start happening. You know, we ended up hiring more salespeople, and you know what I mean, and that kind of stuff. So, which was good.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That December, we spent 6 months building this service inside your business, and you were hiring salespeople in December in Colorado.
Yep.
You only see those in the southern states.
I know. Right.
Right. How much
Yeah.
have you grown your business since we started working together, percentage wise?
Well, just I can tell you, year over year, just from 24 to 25, we grew 68% in revenue, in overall sales. In sales, we grew 68% in sales year over year from 24 to 25. And the year before that, we grew. It wasn't as big of a growth, but we did grow. We've grown every year.
Yeah. You guys have been a dream to work with.
Yeah, thanks. Well, you have too, and now, I mean, we had gotten up to 6 sales people. We're now at like 4, which is kind of our sweet spot right now.
If you look at your business today, now, what are the biggest differences in how leads are handled?
What do you mean, the biggest difference from what?
You know, speed to lead, is that a big difference in your business? Do you feel like
For sure, because I mean it's automatic. And yeah, they are. Yeah, that's the biggest thing for sure.
yeah. Is there anything that surprised you like the most, like, you know, being on one side versus the other side, looking at 2 years?
One thing, I mean, all I know is it's just the power and the numbers, the power and the amount of leads, the power and the conversion, the power and the that kind of stuff, and that's where it boils down to.
Yeah.
We don't function if we don't have leads. We don't function. We don't grow. We don't support our people if we don't have leads. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's where it all starts.
We've talked about this a lot, and you know, in the last 2 years, we've built those, you know, the 3 pillars of scaling marketing, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 things that you have to do. You have to have that constant, steady lead flow. You have to have a process to convert those leads and optimize those, and then an internal sales process, like professional follow-up on leads. Those 3 pillars being separated. Do you view that differently in lead management today versus years ago? When you're managing everything yourself, like the importance of how much opportunity you can squeeze out just by checking that pillar.
Right. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
How much of an impact is speed to lead in your mind, and why do you think it's so hard for other flooring businesses to accomplish this with somebody that handles multiple job duties like you did in the beginning?
It's night and day, because even if you're not talking to the customer as quickly as possible, like within 5 minutes or less, they're on to somebody else. They're talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
And they are. I mean, so I want to be first. I want to be the first one to talk to the customer. I want to be the first one to be in their home. If we're second or third, we're fine. We can still win a job, but we want to be number 1 all the way through.
Yeah.
We want to make the best first impression. We want to be the first to get in the home. We want to be the first to schedule their appointment, and to have that relationship already built before we get in the home.
In my humble opinion, I don't hate AI. I use AI in so many ways in my business.
Sure. I mean, there's other ways to use it.
There's so many great ways to use it. It's going to change our entire world. But it's like that first contact for a small business, for a local company, is crucial. By the time Mark or one of the salespeople steps in the door, there's either a relationship that's started, or it's, been like, that was starting with a little bit of frustration trying to get through, questions from a robot. If you were working with another flooring dealer who is skeptical about what we do, what would you tell them you wish you knew before you started working with us? Because I remember you being very skeptical.
Oh yeah, I was very.
I remember we're like, I got you, girl.
No, I wish I knew the impact that it would truly have, because there's no way we would be where we are now if I was working like I was. I mean, I'm still, because of the growth, I'm still struggling with trying to find the time to do whatever I need to do. And if I had to deal with what you guys are doing on top of it, there'd be no way. There would just be no way. I mean, honest to God, it just boils down to time and money.
Yeah.
And yes, you have to spend a little bit of money, but I mean, it's the ROI is there. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
The return on investment is there, and it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
I love that. It means a lot to me. It really does. It means a lot to me because, we've been partners. We really have been. We think about you. We talk about you. And it's just a very important relationship in my life. So I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for you. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Last question.
Yes.
What is the biggest transformation that you've seen from where you were to where you are today in the last 2 years?
I mean, the biggest transformation is really, I mean, in all honesty, in order for us to scale like we have and like we want to continue to do, I can't be doing lead catching.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's, I mean, as an owner, I do love it. I do love doing it. I do love talking to our customers. I do love it. But at the same time, I have to be able to let that go. And knowing that you guys are able to take it on completely. I mean, and also on the sales side, releasing Mark so he's not working in the business like that, and I'm not working in the business like that. Is only going to make our exit strategy 5-10 years down the road a pliable and realistic situation.
Yeah.
Because he can't be bogged down with selling.
Yeah.
And that has been it was a huge issue for him. I mean, you know what I mean? He was just like, what? Because that's what he loves to do too. And I love to do the lead catching, but at the same time, we have to let it go in order to grow.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it really is.
And you guys are clearly an integral part in that, because the more leads we have, the more salespeople we need, which means Mark is more managing rather than selling. And that's how we've been able to grow.
Amazing.
It's proven.
Yeah. I think that there's another level to be unlocked between us and our partnership. And
For sure.
I'm super excited about this year.
Me too. And that's another thing. The numbers, the data that you guys bring is great, because unfortunately my system doesn't do all the things I want it to do. Yeah, I'm excited about next things, life to come.
Yeah, good stuff to come. I appreciate you. I know I said that over and over again. I probably do it too much, I know, but it's true. I can't help it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you doing this, and I wish you all the success. I'm lucky to be a part of it. I'm grateful to be a part of it, and it's going to be an incredible year. And thank you for sitting down with me.
No, you betcha. Anytime.